Hey guys, what's going on? I'm trying to fix this light. There we go. I think that's better. All right, what's going on? Haven't been live in a while. Well, it seems like a while. So I'm getting ready, and I guess I'll get ready from the beginning. And there's some strange stuff going on with one of my friends, so I might bring her on just for, you know, just to see what's going on over there. She lives in Texas, and anyway, so I already put my Sotox and One Drop Wonder on, and then I'm going to go into some other interesting news that's going on. Gosh, I don't understand. Every time I'm in here, I think it's because the walls are so bright. It doesn't make sense. She's not going to even come on. She's scared. So, what's on y'all's mind? Do y'all have any questions about what's going on right now? Any news stuff? I'm going to go into makeup stuff too, but if you have news questions, you can throw those my way if you would like. Let me get that crazy girl on here. So it has been told, it has been in the news, well, I mean, it's in the pipeline, whatever, that supposedly Obama has retained counsel, like an attorney. I don't know, maybe so. We will see. What is going on with my light? Y'all, this is crazy. It never looks like this. I'm not happy. I don't know if that is accurate. I don't know if y'all saw my my interview with Mr. Florida Mikey that I posted on YouTube. It's not something that I'm excited about. He's done a lot of amazing work, a lot of investigation, and what, the carnival, okay, he's done a lot of investigation work on many things. I guess I can say that he's former, should I say what you are? Are you still on here, Florida? I'm going to call him Florida because we don't, anyway, he's former Army Intel. And so he's been working very diligently ever since the accidents of the USS Fitzgerald and the USS McCain. And now the USS Hopper had a situation, which, if y'all don't remember, the USS Hopper is the ship I was on prior to getting married to my husband. He was on the Hopper for 4 years. And here's the thing. I want justice for the sailors. Because right now, they just put out a couple days ago that they're charging the captains with homicide. Okay, that would make sense. Yes, he's that. What he says right there. Where was I? Holy crap. Oh, the captains. So the captains are being charged. And, you know, if they were totally neglectful, I would understand. And the families would want that too. Like, you know, because the narrative, the original narrative here was they were so sleepy and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Okay. I was on a DDG, as was my husband, as was many of my friends. And no, none of it makes sense. Not a one part of it. There's nobody that tired. Yeah, I mean, you get tired, of course. I mean, I know for, you know, like my husband would stand watches. Sometimes he'd be up for 24 hours straight. But none of us were wrecking ships. especially, what, 3 situations in a year? But let's focus on 2. Let's just focus on the McCain and the Fitzgerald. And there's no coincidences. There are things that, possibles and stuff like that, but there's no coincidences. And now with the amazing investigation work that Florida has done, it wasn't an accident. It wasn't. I don't know what else to say. I'm livid. The families should be livid because they're not getting the answers. The public should be outraged because if you're saying that you support our troops and, our military, how many sailors died? 17? 18? Where's the justice? Now we're going to put some captains in Leavenworth? Is that what we're going to do? To cover up something else that's going on? Hey, if there's intel that's going on that we don't need to know about, that's fine. That is fine. But they should have just straight said that. Hey, the investigation is not going to be put out to the public. Not putting out some crazy stuff that some sailors were neglectful. Because that makes the entire Navy look stupid. I don't care. We were 18 to 25 years old. If you are in between that age or if you remember being that age, we stayed up all the time. And then one of them, the McCain or the Fitzgerald, they had just gotten off of Liberty. And what Liberty means is they pulled into a port, they had rest and everything within 24 hours. So, and let's say they didn't even rest, because a lot of times you pull into port and you party. That's what you do. We still came back to work, and we didn't wreck ships. It's easy. So, the narrative, I'm tired of these crap narratives. Releasing cargo, crew 24 hours later, restricting access to USS. Yes. Wait. Yeah. Okay. And then having them sign non-disclosures, all of this other stuff, which if it was intel, I totally agree. I said that from the day one. I said they're probably going to pull everybody's cell phones and, debrief, which would be a normal military thing. If they were doing if they were doing something, help me out here. No investigation into there's no investigation into the ACX crystal, which from his investigation, they are responsible. Messing with transponders, messing with this, transponders going, dark. If I'm using the wrong words, I know you're going to fix it. What's going on? They let the admirals retire, but yet they're gonna try to ruin these 04, 03 to is there any enlisted people? Was the Master Chiefs being charged too, or is it just the captains? Either way, they're probably 30-something years old, and their lives are ruined. Probably because they were told to be there. I don't know. Maybe they weren't. Maybe they had no idea what was going on. His videos go way more. Yes, I figured there was an enlisted person. And, that's crap. We're already putting ourselves on the line when we're in the front lines. If something happens, we took that risk. But if we were put out there and then this happened purposely, somebody needs to pay. I'm not saying let's go to war. I'm saying somebody needs to pay, not the captains of our U.S. military, if they had nothing to do with it, which within the narrative that they're putting out, there should be no, and then the investigation stuff, the evidence is overwhelming. He didn't just throw together some stuff. He's been doing diligent hardcore plotting and this and that. And he wasn't even in the Navy. So, like, the stuff he's done is amazing. Amazing. I'm probably going to get some flack from this from the Navy community. Sorry. I don't care. The only flack that I was supposed to be putting on my makeup, the flack should be coming from the family needs. I'm doing this for the sailors, the family. They lost husbands, sons. One of somebody that I served with, his son almost died. He was right there. Luckily, he was pushed against the wall and was able to get up the hatch, because you have to go up to get out of your berthing. Berthing is where you sleep. And he happened to, the water pushed him all the way, and he was able to come up. And the other ones that were down there, they had, that's just part of what it is. It's the ship over lives sometimes. Otherwise, everybody's going to die. So you have to dog down the hatches and everything, and there was still people down there. And so we need answers. If they want to say that this is private and this is national security, I am okay with that. But once they put out that they are going to charge these captains, and then, this is just, there's no reason. The bulkhead, he ran into, he didn't, the bulkhead is a wall. But he ran into the, let me see how it was explained. It doesn't matter. He ran into, yes, there is a fake door. There's not a dog door in the berthing. But then when you go up, that's where the big metal door is, and you turn the hatch, dog down the hatches, and all of that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, yes, the watertight, you have to make it watertight for the integrity. And but then everything else doesn't make any sense. There's an hour where nothing was called, no calls, because did they get into our communications? What happened? We don't need to know, but we don't need to be lied to. If they want to say that this is national security and we cannot release it, that's fine. They can do that. But they're not going to charge some, what I consider innocent captains probably doing their job. They take seriously. It's ridiculous to even think, just to say that they were all derelict of duty. They're all so tired, and so, or they weren't trained enough, and this and that. That's bull crap. Even if the officers, which I'll go ahead and I'm going to agree with that. A lot of times, the enlisted personnel know a lot more than the officers. Sorry if there's any officers that are going to catch this later. But you have to, especially like an 02, 01, you just got out of the, maybe not the academy, but there's some that don't come from the academy. They came from regular college and just did like a boot camp situation and then come to the ship. But because they have a college degree, they're an officer. But you have an enlisted personnel that has been in the Navy for 15, 20 years. They know what's going on. They can run the ship without that 02 that's technically their boss. Okay? And so to say that all of these situations, every single one of them, they all failed, is calling all of these sailors, I don't even want, it's just making them look stupid. It's making them look like they were lazy and not doing their job and fiddling on a cell phone or something, which I'm assuming they had no signal, but let's not even go into that. But you always have to question the narrative these days. How does poor training equal homicide? Exactly. Because their narrative says poor training. So if anybody should be convicted, it would be the very top. The very top. The Naval Academy, the Officer Training School, the people, maybe, did they give them fake certifications? Because everything you do in the Navy, even as an officer, you have to go through certain steps to become, like, qualified to drive the ship. Qualified, I mean, to freaking send a message, you know, like what I did. Qualified to do all of this stuff. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I've seen people just kind of sign some stuff off but it's stuff that would be common sense. But stuff that was serious, no, that wouldn't happen. I'm going to sit here and be honest with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. But not that stuff. Not people that are lead helmsmen and people that are, you know, doing things that could get every single one of the people on the ship killed. Okay? There's something more. There's something way more. And then we have the Hawaii false missile crap. It wasn't false. They shot that thing down. You want to call me a liar? That's cool. Whatevs. I want justice for these sailors. I want those captains and the enlisted person and who all the officers, all of those people should not be charged. And for all we know, they could be lying about that, honestly, now that I'm starting to think about it. Maybe they just wanted to put a face on it. Let's think about that. What do you think, Florida? You think that's possible, that they just put that out there, that they're charging them and they're really just going to, like, move them to Costa Rica or something? Hands-on training. The ship is more important than school. Oh, no doubt, yeah. Like, school, like, was ridiculous. And so when you get there, your shipmates are going to treat you like an idiot because you are an idiot. I mean, that's, you know what I mean? Because they don't want you to sink the ship. You know, you could have had a 100% on all your stuff. That don't mean you can do anything on the ship. It's a totally different world than A school in freaking Chicago. Yeah, we had practicals that, you know, things looked just like the ship and stuff like that, but it's different. Everything's different. And so they're not going to they don't just have an E2 seaman chilling by themselves, not doing anything. That's not how it works. This is the United States military. This isn't, like they say, the Banana Republic or whatever. This isn't like Call of Duty where you're just like playing on some remote controls, you know, whatever. It's crap. It's not okay. And these sailors deserve justice. The wives, some of them had children. They're gone. Their fathers are gone. What was there? Some women that died? Why did all the accidents mysteriously stop happening? Good question. Why? So much stuff. And like I've already said, if it is something that is national security and we don't need to know about it, that's all they needed to say. Don't make the sailors look like lazy bums that were not trained, because you just made the entire Navy look stupid. You made everybody from the training command at A school, C school, boot camp, the people on board the ship, you made them all look stupid. That it is what it is. You made them all look stupid. And you're telling me in 05, usually it's in 05 that's a captain of a DDG, was not trained? And he just let his O2s like chill? Doubt it. Doubt it. Because he knows that his ass is grass if something happens. Everybody knows that. I mean, he is ultimately responsible for anything that happens. But not whenever a freaking ship turns off their transponders and then, crashes into them, turns like this. No ship drives like that unless you're in a speedboat, okay? Go look at his videos. I'll put the link on here. Well, I'll probably put it on my, whatever. I'll link something. You'll get it. But ships don't do this and then chill, turn off their transponder, nobody knows what's going on. Weren't numbers changed too? You know, to where it looked like it's a different, I mean, just crazy stuff. The captain of the Crystal had, what, night vision goggles? He was awake. But yet, our military captain was asleep because that's what he's doing at night. Why was the other captain being sketch? What's going on? Don't make the U.S. Navy look stupid. And the Navy is allowing them to make us look stupid. Why? Who's benefiting from that? We've got dead sailors, we've got officers and enlisted being charged with homicide after they lost their shipmates. Y'all don't realize how much it's a family on those ships. You're there with 300, on a DDG it's about like 350 people, give or take, whatever. You become a family. It's not just people you work with. So it's not like, oh, somebody at work died. No, this is your family. You're with them 24/7. You know, you party with them, you cry with them, you laugh with them, you work with them, you get mad at each other. You are like family. And so all of this silence is very interesting. There's too much silence. That means something's up. And I'm not even going to say it again. I've already said it like 17 times. If it's national, whatever. If it's national stuff that we don't need to know about, that's fine. Don't make us look stupid. Don't make our military look stupid by putting out this crap narrative. And then a guy with a freaking laptop can figure this out. I mean, diligence, and he's very intelligent. But either way, with a laptop, it's not like he had some special people like feeding him information. You know, the tracks and the plots and all that stuff is online or whatever. And so how come he can figure this out, yet our U.S. military, naval, NCIS, anybody doing the investigation, because they're not doing an investigation. The narrative was out the first day. You go back and look, there is in the Navy Times an article that obviously looks very pre-written, states, y'all don't know how much what these sailors go through and blah, 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 blah. That's what I read. Blah, 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 blah. Because, yeah, I do know what the sailors go through. And we didn't wreck ships. Does it happen? Yes. But whenever it happens for real, and it's an accident, just like the submarine that hit that underground mountain, everybody knew about it. When my captain of the USNS Yukon hit the Denver, everybody knew about it. They knew that they turned and weren't paying attention. When who ran aground? Somebody ran aground. The Port Royal ran aground in Hawaii. I think it was a Port Royal. We all knew about it. This is insanity. Sailors are dead. Fathers, sons, brothers. I think, was there, I want to say there, I don't remember if there was any girls. But I know it was a bunch of FCs, and it did hit the radio room, which that's where I worked. Who was president? Trump was president. It just happened. But that doesn't mean anything, because we don't know what may have been set up prior, or I'm not making this political. I make a lot of things political, but I would rather keep it apolitical, to where if I make it political, people will shut down. And just like in my interview, you know, when I talk with Florida, and it's weird, I'm just calling him by a state, but I'm not going to give y'all his name. You know, and that's one of the questions he asked me is, did y'all talk about politics? And never. Like, I mean, we barely, I mean, I'm sure now with social media and stuff, granted, you know, I wasn't in, I was in when Facebook just came out, MySpace came out, sorry, MySpace. But it doesn't matter. Like, you're still a sailor, and you still have the old salty dogs on that ship that are not going to play that game. They're not going to be like, oh, cool, we have social media, and you're going to just act like a fool, because, no. This old salt dogs are going to be like, I'm going to throw that phone over the side if I see you with it. I can 100% guarantee that. And so, not seeing any retired Navy, especially like bosun's mates, or anybody, why is nobody talking? Yes, we do our jobs, and that's what we do. It's beyond me. My mind is blown out. I've been following his channel. I didn't want to, I was just like, holy crap, how is this even possible? And then I sent it to some people that I served with, and the silence was deafening. And that's crazy. It could have been one of us. So, why do I get emotional on freaking Facebook? So y'all want to see me put some makeup on? Share this. I want everybody to share this. Every single person that watches this, I want you to share it. Because I don't know, I don't want to just contact anybody from the ships. I want it to get around, and I want them to be freely open. And if you are a family member, or if you are from one of those ships, you can come to me or Florida Marquis, and we will keep you anonymous 100%. If you just want to talk. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to put out anything. I just know a lot of people are probably hurting, and they want to talk. And I'm hurting for you, and I don't even know you, you know? So y'all share this. The lies are just, they're outrageous. And, you know, when it comes to politics and stuff, that's one thing. But when it hits home like this, it makes no sense. I mean, there's 18-year-old kids or 20-year-old fathers. And sorry if there was some women, we'll say moms and sisters, because I don't remember. So, share my ugly crying video, please. And let's get this out. I'm going to share the video so y'all can see the proof of what happened. It was all men? Okay, good. I thought so. This needs to be, it needs to reach the family members. That were, for sure. Because they probably believe the narrative like most of us. Just like we believe the narrative of so many other things. Alright guys, I'm gonna go, I was gonna put makeup on, but glad I didn't put it on first. Alright, god dang, it's like oh my gosh. Okay, thanks Florida for coming on, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye guys.